Welcome back to another ProjectX TopstepX tutorial video. In this video, we're going to talk about hotkeys, the fastest way to trade futures with the Stream Deck, okay? So first thing that we got to do is go to the settings here on the left side, click hotkeys. And as you can see, I have my hotkeys already set up here, okay? So what have I done? I have chosen the hotkeys which I personally want to use, right? As you can see, not all of them I'm using, right? Because I don't need them. But by market, for example, I have clicked Control 6. So what you do when you jump on this page, you got to select these shortcuts yourself, right? So you click Set Hotkey, you click Control 6 on your keyboard or whatever that shortcut is to you. Just do not put the basic letters or the basic numbers just because you could just accidentally click them while you're trading and you might open or close the position in someone, right? But personally, I have said buy market, sell market, join bid, join ask. I have selected cancel all, flatten all, and then I've selected the contract size +1 and -1, so I could change the sizes up and down, right? And I'm selecting the quantity of the order and then the break even button as well. Again, make sure these are all different shortcuts and try to include control or shift into these shortcuts so you're not making any mistakes while you're trading. Last thing you have to do here is basically on your trading, click the H here on your order tab as it says enable hotkeys, okay? Once you have enabled that, it should be good to go. Now, you might be asking yourself, KV, but isn't it difficult for me to, buy market to have to click Control 6 on my keyboard? Obviously, yes, right? I mean, it's definitely going to be much easier if you were to click the buttons yourself on the chart than going to Control 6. And that's why we use the Elgato Stream Deck, okay? I'm going to put a video on the screen exactly what I'm talking about. So we have the Stream Deck right here. As you can see, this is my current setup, right? So I have buy market, I have join bid, stop loss to break even, sell market, join ask, flatten button, cancel all, and then the quantities up and down here. Okay, so how do you set this up? Well, first off, you got to buy this little Stream Deck device here. There are bigger versions of this as well. If you are trading something more advanced like options trading, or you are in a little bit more advanced broker, such as Interactive Brokers or so on, they have a lot more hotkeys options, right? Functionality. But if you're using ProjectX, this simple Stream Deck should do the job, right? Because as you see, there's not a lot of them. So how do you proceed from here? Well, first off, you got to download the Stream Deck software, and it's going to look something like this. Okay, so this is how the software is going to look. As you can see, it is already set up, and it looks identical to the device that I showed you a few moments ago, right? You have the buy market, join bid, sell market, like all the buttons you need. So what if you were to start this from scratch? I'll show you guys how to do one button, and obviously you could just replicate the others. So you click on one of these empty boxes. You go to hotkey and you drag this and drop that there, okay? On the title, you select or you type in whatever your order is going to be or your button. By market, okay? Click title. You want to put that in the middle. And then you also want to assign the key. Obviously, as we selected on TopstepX there in ProjectX, Control 6 is going to be the buy market. And also we want to put a background behind it so it's familiar with us, because obviously when you're trading quickly, you're not really looking at the buttons. It's more about the colors, right? So the way you can find these colors is going to be a simple website. It's called Elgato Key Creator, right? So as you can see here, you can select any of the icons here at the bottom, or just go into the color inspector and just choose something that you want. Obviously, buy market is green. You select save key, and it should be saved on your downloads folder. Okay, now on this, you click this little arrow here at the bottom, set from file, and there we have it, right? So we have a button identical to the buy market here, right? In the same way, you can create the other buttons as well. Go back to trading here. So as you can see on the video here, if I change the quantity, so you see here it's 5 contracts. I'm going to press the quantity down. As you can see, the number of contracts is chaining up and down. Let's say we go to micros, just so we're using this for test purposes. And let's say we buy the market here. As you can see, just open that order right there. Okay. And if I want to sell this position, I could either sell market or join ask. So sell position. As you can see, the order is closed. The realized P&L there, we just made a quick $5. Okay. So that's how basically it works in real life. Again, you just have the buttons right here on this little device instead of just searching and trying to find them here on the platform. Okay, it's the quickest way to place orders on the chart, especially if you are a scalper. This will be the best way to do it. Again, thanks for tuning in to another tutorial on the ProjectX TopstepX platform. See you all in the next one.